EcoFoot includes buttonhole and centered itself and our...
Hey everyone, this is Sarah with SewingPartsOnline.com, and today we're going to go over how to use a 5-groove and 7-groove pin tuck foot. I'm going to show you how to install it and how it can add a great decorative look to your projects. There are numerous kinds of pin tuck feet that you can buy. Here we have a 7-groove. We also have a 5-groove. There are pin tuck feet with larger or with more or less grooves, depending what kind of machine you have, what brand you're working with. So for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and use the 7-groove. Now this one is if I can hold it, a simple snap-on. So to install it, you need to take off the foot that you already had on and go ahead and put this underneath the shank. Try to keep my hand out of there as much as possible. Then slide it under and then clamp it on. Now another thing you'll notice about this is we are using a double needle. So the important thing is to line it up with the center of your pressure foot groove, this one right there. That's all you really want to do. Really, if you just have it in the center position, you'll be good to go. Another part of having a pin tuck foot is the special bobbin holder top. So you take off the one that you have on, and what's different about this one is it has a hole in the front to guide cording, yarn, string, whatever that you want to sew into the pin tuck. This is optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just another way of doing it. So you take your top, then you insert the cord. Try to keep my hand out of here. Bring it up through the little notch. Insert it back the way you had it before, and you can pull this back as you sew and keep pulling it, and it'll keep feeding right into the center of the pressure foot. Now if you want to create the really nice tailored detailed pin tucks that look like this, you get a lot of height, a lot of definition, then you want to use cording and you want to use the special bobbin cover plate. So here's what you need to do. You've got your cord, you put it through the holes, you thread it through the back, and I found this, by the way, in the home deck section. It's like the smallest cord they have. And you just slide your fabric underneath. Make sure that this is kind of staying in the middle, in that middle groove. You can line up the pin tucks you already, in my case I already made these ones. So I'm just gonna follow that groove. And this gives me the nice precision, gives me really even intervals between my pin tucks. You see it underneath? And then here we go. And I don't have to keep my tension as high as when I wasn't using cording, because the cord is what's really giving you that definition. And here we go. And really the trick is to follow this to make sure your pin tucks are lining up in the grooves. You can give them closer together or further together. It just depends on what look you're going for. And let's go ahead and take this out. Don't use your side cutter if you have a built-in thread cutter. Just clip it off in the back. Leave that cord tail. And here we go. Nice, lovely, tailored, structured pin tucks. Great for any project. Very, very fun and easy to do. And lastly, what I want to show you is the difference between the number of grooves. Right now I have installed the 5-groove pin tuck, and the lower number of grooves is equal to the fabric weight that you're using. So if I have like a 3-groove or a 5-groove, I can use a heavier fabric, where if I have a 7-groove or a 9-groove pin tuck foot, it's for much lighter fabrics. So right now I've installed my 5-groove, and you'll see how much bigger this one's going to be compared to the 7-groove, which I'll do right next to it. You'll see that this one has quite a bit more height because it can handle thicker fabric. This is without cording. You can see how that has quite a bit of height to it, a lot of definition. Now when I install the 7, oh boy, this thing is kind of stuck. When I install the 7 groove, you'll see that it has less height because I'm using a medium weight fabric. And this is more ideal for a slightly thinner fabric for the height. So this is the 7 groove and this is the 5 groove. So you can see this one doesn't have as much height as this one has. This one has more height because lower number of grooves means that it can handle heavier fabric. Higher number of grooves go with a little bit of lighter fabric. To purchase your pin tuck foot, visit us online at sewingpartsonline.com, on Google Plus, or on Facebook at facebook.com/sewingpartsonline.